Hello and welcome to BeamNg Drive. I'm davidinark, and today we are in for something completely different. I was poking around the internet as we often do, and I actually saw several examples of folks who mirrored vehicles against each other and made artwork out of it. And I thought, oh my gosh, how awesome would this be in BeamNg Drive? So the first one that you just saw was the Bolide Mega GTR or whatever it was. I can't remember the name of it, but here we have, of course, the Red Tail edition of, look at that, man. The Bastion. So very cool. One of the things that kind of jumped out at me as I was doing this is that as you look at these, when you get them positioned in certain ways, they almost look like heads or skulls or something. I don't know. It's really, I know, you never know what's going on in the space between the ears of davidinark, but just, okay, look at this. Look, when we flip this around, look at that. Does that not look like it's a cow skull that you see hanging on people's walls and stuff? I don't know, it's just so cool. And just the whole concept of taking a vehicle and flipping it 90 degrees and then marrying those two sides and suspending them in the air. See, look at that. Does that not look like a skull to you? I mean, yeah, granted it's got wheels in the middle, but still, I'm just saying, that's what it looks like to me. Oh, man, look at this, man. We got the Barstow Dragster. It's just, I don't know, it to me, elevates these vehicles to a completely new, very artistic level. You can truly appreciate just the design, the way things come together, how things look. See, once again, this the little dog or something with his ears sticking up. I don't know, man. I just make weird videos on BeamNg Drive. What can I tell you? Oh, but so much fun and so very cool. So the next one we have, look at that. This is the Grand Marshal. Basically the equivalent of the Grand National. I can't remember the official name of any of this stuff. My memory is absolutely failing me right now in the middle of this. Look at this. I decided I wanted to make sure that those fog lamps lined up, and it really does a very cool thing. I thought the tailpipes would also line up, but they didn't quite. But so much fun. And then I thought it would be, of course, we've got to go grab a widgeon. And what other widgeon are we going to grab other than the mantis? And this thing just looks like some kind of, look at that. I mean, that even looks like it has little eyes. And I don't know, it's almost something you'd see out of some sci-fi movie. Not even as the rocket ship necessarily, although certainly does seem to take on some very spaceship aesthetics as we kind of twirl it around and take a look. But this right here, I mean, that looks like the skull of an enemy robot, General Grievous kind of thing. I know. Again, the stuff that's rattling around in my head. So I thought, what if we went ahead and turned on the lights and really got this thing to look like it is a spaceship? And just, I mean, look at that. That is so cool. Absolutely loving that. And that right there, knowing that the red lights underneath glowing. So cool. And then, of course, we got things like the Piccolina Baja, which ended up looking, and this view right here, I absolutely love this. I don't know why. I just think that is so cool with the tires on the top and the bottom, and then the tires on both sides. And just as we spin around, and yes, you see it's the Baja, and you get that, but it's this angle right here. I don't know what that is. That is just, I don't know, to me, very cool, very inspiring. And then, of course, we flip it up and around, and once again, it looks like some kind of a robot, a helmet, just a something, which to me is also very, very weird that we as humans have that not only capacity, but really it's we gravitate toward things that we want to make look human, and in some cases rather inhuman. And here we have the T series. What is this called? The Patriot Edition or whatever it is. But, got the bald eagles and the American flag tears and splashes, and just so cool. Look at that. That is fantastic. So we spin around and bring this up. Oh, man. One of the things that I really, really liked about this particular pairing is that when you set it up, or as we're looking underneath, the exhaust pipes, because they are lined up just perfectly across from each other, I don't know, man. There's just something so cool about this right here. Absolutely love it. And then the final vehicle that we're going to do is the Burnside, and I grabbed the one that has the partially covered rear wheel, and just I forced these two together. I say forced. I used the World Editor to do this. But when I put them together, rather than leaving the gap that you've seen kind of throughout this, I really wanted to pull these together so that they had that shared bumper along the back end. It really sells that lower portion as you're looking at the screen now, the rear of the vehicle. The symmetry, the lining up. I know the front wheel is a little off. I had a hard time getting the actual angles correct on this, although, they lined up pretty well, but the wheels did some weird stuff. So anyhow, that's the last one we're going to do, but we're not done yet. If you're interested, stick around. We're going to have music from Wellness and I'm a Hurricane, but with that music, I'm going to do a time lapse of what it took to make this happen. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Special thanks to Hero of God, GamerGull, and LosWilko for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you so much to Connie C for being a channel member. And of course, thank you so much for watching. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. I'm davidinark. We'll see you next time in BeamNg Drive. Enjoy the time lapse and have a great day.
Scars. I'll brush you up.